going on, people? It's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. And as always, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now, I said it earlier on in the week that I'll do a separate video talking about the undercard for Fury and Ngannou, because really, most of us hardcore boxing fans, at least, are looking forward to this much more than the main event, right? So, added with the fact that Fury and Usyk is set to be formally announced on that day in terms of the date, venue, and everything else, yeah. The undercard, to be fair to Queensberry, is something that's worth looking forward to, worth tuning in for. And I'm going to say why in this video. So let's talk about, first of all, the chief support. Fabio Wardley and David Adeleye, man. This is a very good matchup, very good domestic British heavyweight matchup. You've got two unbeaten young heavyweights going in there, relatively untested, still kind of wet behind the ears in terms of, you know, heavyweight experience. But if you were to look at it, strictly looking at records, Fabio Wardley definitely has more experience than David Adeleye. He's been in there with the better opposition, which is why he is the favourite going into this. The vacant British and Commonwealth heavyweight belts will be on the line. But what we're looking forward to in this, even more so than the matchup itself, because it is a good matchup between two unbeaten heavyweights, we're looking forward to this because of the needle between these two. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen a video that floated around probably about a month or so ago, where they were due to announce this fight at the opening press conference for Fury and Ngannou. Actually, this was probably longer than a month ago, but they were due to announce this fight. And before that announcement took place, obviously they were on the red carpet, taking pictures, doing interviews. Fabio Wardley and David Adeleye exchanged a few words. A brawl ensued after that. Fabio Wardley came out worse, and it wasn't even David Adeleye that was in it. It was one of his boys, right? So Fabio Wardley came out of it worse, had a cut. There was fears that the fight wouldn't take place because of that cut, but luckily that isn't the case, right? So this fight will be going ahead. There is a bit of needle between the two, and I'm looking forward to seeing it get resolved, man. I've seen David Adelaye's interviews, and while he is the underdog for this fight, I know a few people that are picking him, and he seems very confident as well. David Adeleye is really confident going into this fight, man. He believes in his abilities, and I think he feels he's just got the mental edge over Fabio Wardley. Now, Fabio Wardley seemed fine. He didn't seem too rattled about it, you know, after that whole incident. But David Adeleye also brought up another story between him and Fabio Wardley, where he feels that he's got the upper hand. And that was when they were both younger. David Adeleye hadn't yet turned pro, I don't think. And they were looking to spar each other. And for whatever reason, now this is according to David Adeleye, they were looking to spar each other. The managers had set it up. Fabio Wardley was due to travel to go and spar with David Adeleye. For whatever reason, it didn't happen. So, yeah, apparently Fabio Wardley didn't end up going because he didn't want to go for whatever reason. But David Adeleye feels like that's another advantage that he has over Wardley. Is he just picking at slim pickings here? Is this just, are you clutching for straws? I don't know. But when you're a boxer and when you fight at that level, you'll take anything, right, to get the mental edge. Because boxing, as we all know, is very heavily focused on the mental side as well as the physical. So I'm looking forward to this, man. It's got shades of AJ Dillian White in it for me. Not the fact of talent, but due to the fact that we've got two young heavyweights going in there, domestic heavyweights, still wet behind the ear, still got a lot of experience to gain in their careers, and they're meeting each other now. You know, both of them are unbeaten. Both of them have got ambition. David Adeleye, he's trained up there with the Furies. He's got extensive amateur, you know, he's extensive sparring with the Furies. He's been up there, been in camp, and he's technically sound. He's technically proficient. I do like watching him. Obviously, he had that, you know, bout with Sokolowski where some people thought he should have lost that one. But, like, since then, you know, he's gone on to do well. Fabio Wardley has definitely got the better resume. He's beaten the better names. But, yeah, this is a real test for both men, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this pans out. Fabio Wardley is the favourite. You know, he is the favourite by most bookies, but I think that this is really a close one. I think that this could be like a 55-45 type of fight, man. I don't think that this is cut and dry at all, which is why I think many of us are looking forward to it. So let me know your thoughts about that, man. We're going to talk about this more on the podcast as well, but very interesting fight. I'm not ruling David Adeleye out at all. In fact, I give him a very good chance here, man. It would not surprise me if he wins on Saturday night. Fabio Wardley, he has a rush of blood for me at times. Like, sometimes when he fights, he can be doing well. He could get caught and then he has a rush of blood. I don't know how that's going to fare here with David Adeleye. I think that, you know, could he do that again? I don't know if that's always going to help him, but I think it's a great fight, man. I really do. But it is on a Queensberry show. David Adeleye is a Queensberry fighter. How much will that make a difference? This is not cut and dry for me, man. I think that this is a very good fight to call, a close one. So looking forward to that for sure. Who else is on the undercard? You've got Joseph Parker. He's I can't even remember the guy that he's taking on. I think he's another fellow Aussie, but Joseph Parker, he has, I think, had some comeback fights since he lost to Joe Joyce, where he got battered in that fight. Joseph Parker, he's looking to, well, I don't know what he's looking to do, if I'm being honest. Like, what is Joseph Parker really looking to do at this stage of his career? Is he really trying to push for heavyweight glory, or is he just in it for the money? I really don't know. I don't really see much of Joseph Parker these days. I have to be honest, ever since Joseph Parker really started aligning himself with Tyson Fury, I don't know, the credibility just went down for me, because you're really like aligning yourself with somebody that's supposed to be a potential contender. Fury is the champ, and you're just there acting like a sideman for him. You know, like I just feel that Joseph Parker, ever since, I mean, you're a former world champion, and you're just, you know, the way how he's just been in there with the Furies and, you know, sitting there with a potential rival, it's kind of like, I don't know, like Devin Haney going over to Gervonta Davis and wanting to be in his camp. You know what I mean? That's how it feels. Like, Joseph Parker, you're a former world champion. What are you trying to achieve at this stage of your career? Do you want to become a champion again? Are you willing to go through Tyson Fury to do that? Or are you just in this for the money? Like, what is it? Like, I don't really get what Joseph Parker is trying to do right now. But either way, yeah, I'm expecting him to win, and win well on Saturday night. Then you've got Makhmudov, man, who is a very crude but potential heavyweight. He's an exciting heavyweight. He's also on the bill. You know, there were talks about him fighting Jared Anderson. Obviously, they're both under top rank, but Makhmudov could be a potential heavyweight for the future, man. Very tall, crude, big, strong, got power. But yeah, I mean, there are flaws to his game. I mean, he does look like a robot in there, but he's a bit of a freak, man. I want to see how he gets on against some of the other guys. So I think a lot of the people over here will be exposed to him for the first time as well. So yeah, it'd be useful to see, you know, what the rest of us over here in the UK think of Makhmudov. He's only really been accessible to the hardcore fans. So yeah, this is be a good opportunity for him to make his name out there and put himself out there with regards to the heavyweight division. A lot of good fights can be made. So yeah, there is that. And obviously there is Martin Bakole against Carlos Takam as well. He's a former Makhmudov opponent. Carlos Takam lost that fight. I'm expecting him obviously to lose to Martin Bakole as well, right? But Carlos Takam will give it a go. He is a name. Martin Bakole is still a name. He's looking to make moves in the division. So yeah, I'm expecting Bakole to win that one and probably get an inside the distance win as well. Takam is, I don't know, he must be about 40 odd now. He's still a very good fighter, but he's not a particular contender or anything like that. So yeah, I'm expecting Bakole to win that. But either way, we've got some decent fights here on the undercard of Fury and Ngannou. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they play out, particularly the chief support. That is really the one. That could be a standalone fight. I'm not saying it'd be a pay-per-view, but that could be a standalone main event fight right there. Fabio Wardley and David Adeleye. So looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the show. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. Any other fights you're looking forward to? Anything else you want to add to what I've added in this video? Let me know, and I'll have a look, and I'll reply to them accordingly. So have a good evening, people, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care for now.